Back at it again. Guys, my fault if I haven't been doing any live streams for like this past weekend. I've been freaking piled up with like a lot of shit, like just stuff, personal and business related shit. You already know how it is. So like I said, I apologize if I haven't been keeping in touch with everybody and whatnot. I've been busy. Friday I went and came back from Boston. Saturday I was, just out doing random shit, and yesterday was Mother's Day. By the way, even though I'm late, happy Mother's Day to all the beautiful mothers out there. So yeah, let's hop straight into it. Now, like I said, this now is gonna be about rants now. So, topic I'm gonna talk about today is more so like relationship topics, really. While I'm playing this, I ain't gonna keep it too long. Probably play like maybe 2 games, 3 games. Since it's a Monday, I'll probably do 2. The topic today I'm talking about is relationships, really. Now, me personally, everybody know, like, I've been in like many relationships and whatnot. No, it hasn't like really worked out. I'm recently in one now, but other than that, like I said, when it comes to relationships, really, it's all about who you know and what you know about them, how you know it's gonna work out. So, main thing is I don't focus too much on looks. 'Cause at the end of the day, I know we all gonna grow old. We all got our days where we don't look flea, and we all got days where we looking like we trying to model for GQ or for women, like trying to model for Victoria's Secret, Playboy. You already know the business. Like I said, I could say I'm kind of decent looking. Like I'm not the best looking, but somehow I'm somewhat attractable. I don't know how. Don't ask me. Don't ask for a picture yet. People who know me. What the blue fuck? How did I die? But that's basically what it is. It just comes down to looks, really. Like, even though there's somebody that you feel you're attracted to them, something about them one night, once y'all start getting the vibe going on, that's when y'all can work with something. Now, talking, here's the thing. When talking, it's a lot, really. Like, it's all about that first approach. Like, you don't know if somebody's not ready to talk. You don't know. Oh, game started. Like I said, you don't know if somebody's in that position where they're ready to talk about shit, or you don't know if like they're talking but they got too many people. So, if anything, find out the best you can. Like, first thing y'all talking. I'm not saying talk about everything now. Like, what happened? Like.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, boys?
It was good.
Okay, are you the Farah?
Yeah. Alright, somebody's mic is loud as hell. Jeez. Anyways, that's what I was saying. But when talking to them, you basically want to find out almost everything. Not everything too major, just find out the basics. If they got a boyfriend or not, if they but at the same time, woman, if a man asks if you got a boyfriend, don't get the idea that they're trying to date you. They're just trying to find out if you have a boyfriend or not. It's just a question. One thing I can't stand is when you ask them one question, they give you a full all-out paragraph, essay, rough draft answer where it's like, no, but if you're thinking about asking me out, listen, nobody was asking about. I just asked if you had a boyfriend or not. And the same thing with girls. Girls, if you ask if we got girlfriends or whatnot, then they should give the same response back. Like, nah. What the fuck is up with me following this shit today, bro? Oh my goodness gracious. Ain't that a bitch to open up my first rant video? Well, second rant video, I should say. But one thing about women, though, is just, hey, all men is gonna agree with me. Women, y'all gonna bite my head off for this, but women are confusing, to be honest. You don't know what they can want and when they can want it. That's why I say, like, pick your poison, If you talking to somebody that it's like you've been best friends with, and you instantly just like trying to hide for them, be careful with that one. Be careful. Shit. be careful with that one, because sometimes they like to pull the whole we'll break that friendship bond. But some of them, honestly, if anything, I'd rather have somebody that knows me better than anybody else that I've been vibing with for a long time than somebody that I just linked up with now and I don't know much about them. Just to save that hurt, you know, I'm gonna sneak under. Shit. But that's my thing. Like, if I feel like I have a great vibe with you and like this could work out, of course I'm gonna take it a step further. Now, when it comes to that, you gotta let what I'm trying to say, ladies, you gotta let a man know what's your plan, what's your perspective, where you are now before it's too late. Cause say a man could like you low key and then y'all vibing and whatnot, he's getting an idea that, you know, shit's gonna work out, like this is gonna be whatever. But at the same time, in your mindset, you got like that different, you feel a different way about him, like maybe like we just better off as friends. Let him know that like sooner than later, before anything starts getting serious. That's all I'm gonna say. Now, like I said, women, like sometimes you can't tell what they're thinking. Like, I mean, literally, you can't tell what's going through their mind sometimes with anything they do, really. So when it comes to that, it's not rocket science, really. You basically just gotta respect the woman's decisions and whatnot and do better. You know, like a lot of women I talk to, you know, some of them it worked out, some of them ended up being something else, and most of them it really just ended up, you know, not working out. At the same time, I don't dwell in the past, so I just move on and I worry about me mostly. That's another thing. Sometimes we focus on trying to help another person feel better. Meanwhile, we don't really know what we're doing it for. It's just like homework. We do it, but why are we doing it? You know? So before you get into a relationship, you know, just focus on yourself first. Especially after you just got out of one, you know, like focus on yourself, work on you, become a better you. That's my thing. Cause we all focus on the next person come around, no matter what. I hope they're different. I'm gonna treat them just right. All this yada yada yada. Yet meanwhile, we not doing anything about ourselves to fix the situation. You can still try to fix another person, but you'll still be stuck in the same old ways. If that makes sense to anybody I'm talking to right now, my audience, I mean. You know, so don't focus on that light. You know, before anything, worry about yourself. You always gotta fuck you. You always gotta stay open out for you. Like me, I'm at a point now where it's like, you know, I got other priorities. I'm not really too focused on like the small pictures and whatnot, even though sometimes they are good to have, you know? Like I'm not focused on relationship as much, even though however I am in one. At the same time, you know, now that I'm in one, I'm not saying I'm not taking it serious, it's just, you know, I'm not taking it marriage serious yet, you know? Like, don't get me wrong, I don't cheat on nothing. When I'm in a relationship, I don't play the fuckboy role. I don't cheat on women, I don't use women just for sex and whatnot. I don't do any of that shit at all. Like, cause if anything, that's dumb, that's petty. And to be honest, I feel bad for women that's been through that lately. Cause fuckboy is the reason why we, as men, are not trusted as much now in this generation. Cause a lot of us, we just kind of, I don't know, but it could go 50-50. Like we could sit here and blame the woman. Yeah, we got such and such at this age or whatnot. We got hurt. We got fucked over. We got whatever. Basically, you know, you can't blame everybody for the problem. Focus on yourself. Work on you. The more you blaming somebody else for your problems, the more it's never gonna get worked out. You're talking about my fuckboy because this woman hurt me, this woman used me, this woman molested me when I was young, this woman this and that, this woman, that woman. No, focus on you. Ain't nothing wrong with a little bit of prayer and help and guidance. That's all. You know, I can't stand when people try to blame other people for their shit. At the same time, I could have like a little bit of respect for them because it's just like, you kind of, damn, you kind of put themselves, well, you kind of put them out there, kind of, you know. And women, don't turn down every man that comes your way. Like, I mean, even though, yes, some men are dogs, keyword some, not all men this planet are dogs. So if anything, just work on yourself, open it out to people, because you could turn down a man that is 1, but he could end up becoming a 10, just for a just to like show off for a man that's a 10, but he's just a 1, and not even on the scale, he's just a fucking 0. You know, same thing with women. Like, well, now another thing about fuckboys is that they'll turn down like what looks nice, but what isn't like official, or what isn't, what's it called, legit. Meanwhile, a woman that, you know, may not look as nice and whatnot, she could treat another man different, way better than what he so-called wanted before. You know, so I don't get that really. All I was gonna say is treat women the way how, you know, it's corny, it's a played out shit, but it's true. Treat women the way how you want to be treated. Like, at the same time, for my young audience out there, fucking don't start going sick if a woman leave you one night, because think about, you're young, probably still in school. You know, if you in middle school, oh, trust, don't go tripping. Trust, being in a relationship while in middle school ain't cut out. If anything, being in a relationship in high school ain't cut out either, even though it's nice to have. At the same time, you gotta have that self-respect and respect for others, along with that power, toleration, and all that other type of shit, because once you're in a relationship, it's kind of like, you know, you can't really be talking to other women unless you're the type to have options, which ain't a bad idea either, but let women know your ambitions before, and either they need to respect it or they need to walk away from it. Same thing with men, you know, for women who want to have options as well need to do the same thing. You know, not saying everybody in the planet thinks the same, but, you know, that's the way how I would do it, if anything. I'm just suggesting. And really, that's all there is to it. Like, one thing about women is just something tricky, to be honest. Like, but we love them though. If anything, men sacrifice themselves to women all the time. You know? Yes, women go through the pain of labor and giving birth, you know, but at the same time, men, not to knock the idea that men don't do shit either, you know, because if anything, we the ones that work hard, we the ones that provide, we the ones, basically, first species on this planet is man, you know. If anything, women wasn't given full rights or whatnot before men were, you know, even God himself was a man. You know, so when it goes to women, don't think that, like, you know, women do more than men, vice versa. I mean, think about it. Like, technically, if you want to go back to the old school ways and whatnot, woman is not supposed to work. They're supposed to be home taking care of the children. And great, we got another person that left. Alright, so we took this out. But if anything, women not supposed to work like men. They're supposed to stay home and take care of the children back in biblical days. Now, due to the fact of economic problems and shit like that, now women feel as though they have to work as well. And I'm not knocking that, for real. I'm not knocking that. Ain't nothing wrong with making money. Ain't nothing, especially nowadays when all this is going on with the economics and whatnot. I'm not even gonna get into that. I'm just talking about the main issue, which is relationships and whatnot. So, you know, sometimes that can be the cornerstone, however, the breaker of relationship as well is finances. You know, so don't let money, like, take over. You know, like, sometimes, yeah, a man may not have enough to provide, but trust, that goes to show that material don't mean shit to him. And a relationship material won't mean shit to you as well. Because at the same time, if y'all could live off bread and water, y'all could live through worse. You know, simple as that. Another thing with dealing with relationships, men dealing with women, women dealing with men, and whatnot, basically trust issues. Now, my thing is this: unless you know they got a rep, why I have trust issues. And a lot of people, not just women, like everybody likes to use this excuse. Oh, because my past such and such, or oh, that's just the way I am. Come on, cut it out now. Unless you seen it for yourself that a woman was cheating on a man, or a man was cheating on a woman, or heard it from somewhere and whatnot, or by anything, the dumbest thing anybody could do is, but also honest, not respectful for that, is tell that they were cheating or whatnot. Like, come on. Like, going through phones, I don't get that at all. Like, if somebody asks to see my phone, it better be for a specific reason, and I better be holding the phone as well. On top of that, because ain't no way I'm gonna let a woman go through my phone, and then she says, oh, such and such, then I see her scrolling through my shit, finding shit that she shouldn't be finding. And don't get me wrong, I don't got anything on my phone that I need to hide, but at the same time, the purpose of you going on my phone to check out if I am hiding anything, honestly, y'all better off breaking up if that happens, cause it's like, that goes to sign you don't trust me, and I ain't give you any signs to show you that you shouldn't trust me, if y'all know what I mean. Like, unless I was doing like something suspect or whatnot, if I was working late, saying I was going to a job, but I really was like doing something else, then I don't see any other reason for you to ask, oh, should I check this, should I check that? And other people, they go even beyond that. They fucking do all the CSI work. They'll go through, check, see how many hours you drive a car or whatnot, how many miles you drive a car. Basically old school food right there. Checking your banks, your credit cards, all that. For what? Like, what you gonna find? Like, what are you gonna find really? Like, if you go through my phone, about that. Nah, but honestly, like, I don't know, nowadays we live in a fucking society where we basically let technology be the deciding factor of a lot of shit. Like, we can't have a steady relationship right now because of the phone incident. Like, I don't get that, man. You know, it's crazy. Like, we let technology fuck us over to a point where, like, we can't even trust our partner because we're thinking one thing, they could be doing another. Like, yeah, we could say they're cheating. Yeah, we could fucking hunt them down, crack the case open. Haha, we got you. What you got? You ain't got nothing. And some people who do got shit in their phone and whatnot, get rid of it. Like, say if you got old nudes and whatnot, claiming that you want to expose somebody. Like, come on now, dog. It's 2017. You know, we all know you ain't exposing them. Cause you supposed to be done with them, but at the same time, you keeping the past still. You keeping, what's it called? Like, if anything, if you say you done, fucking be done. Like, don't constantly have the phone with fucking the past, like past conversations, past pictures, posts, all the other shit. Like, if you don't, leave the past in the past, because you're never gonna grow anything. You're never gonna grow to become anything if you stay there. Like, the greatest people never look back. They always stay turning. I mean, they always stay running. And I'm not talking about running away. I'm talking about running too. Only thing they run away from is wherever the hell they run away from. Like, they pass and whatnot. Like, and to be honest, like, exes and whatnot, that's another thing. You gotta watch out for exes, cause you got a type of ex where, like, he'll think y'all still dating, basically. Like, you'll have that crazy mentality that shit is not over yet. Like, shit will never be over. Like, fuck nah. Like, either it's he or she, basically. Like, I'm gonna tell you this. Once we done, like right now, and I'm still young, even though I'm an adult, I'm legal, even I'm 18 years young, basically. I ain't killing myself over nobody. If you don't want to be with me, the door's open, and everybody's welcome. When everybody's welcome to leave, and everybody's welcome to enter. That's one thing you gotta understand, is that I'm not gonna get myself stressed over a relationship no more, worrying about, oh, such and such, if just don't work out one night. Yeah, I mean, yes, I will try my best to make my partner and I happy. keyword is my partner and I. At the same time, if they're not appreciating anything I'm doing for them, that's when you know that it's not gonna work out. And that's how it is. It's like now it's like we kind of live in a selfish age now, where it's like no matter what we do, sometimes it will never be outstanding compared to if like another person, like we could get a 7, but we'll still strive for 8s, 9s, while we still have that 7. Like I don't get why cheating. You're with that person for a specific reason. Now, if you didn't want this to become anything serious, you should have let them know at the door. Really, like now that you kind of put yourself and your partner in this position, it's kind of like you have no choice but to now, because it's nobody's fault but your own. You chose to be with them for a reason. Yeah, you could have said no, but you didn't. You're with them now. Like it's your decision to. And like I said, fucking your relationship is so much better than marriage. Cause all I know is with marriage and whatnot, that shit, it's not, you just can't walk away from it. Like, nah, you just can't. Like, relationships now, like, if you get mad, fuck it, I could go in my room, say I ain't talking to you for the rest of the day, and no, I'll call your ass up, like, the next day. But when I'm married and whatnot, ain't no, we just walking out, we done. Like, you know how much shit we got, like, together? And on top of that, if we have a kid, like, you talking a lot of priorities right now on the line if we split up, and as a married couple, you know. So I can't stand young people who take relationships seriously as marriage, because it's like there ain't no legal documents and whatnot, and even still cheating is bad. You can't, I'm not saying don't get mad at them, but at the same time, if they cheat on you, alright, fuck them. Obviously, they wasn't worth it to begin with. They cheating on you, fuck them. Bro. Well, if they can't be with you now, or they don't have the guts or the patience to be with you now, they gotta search for such and such right now. Either they're confused, or, you know, regardless or not, that's still something bad, and either they need to fix that before it's too late. Plain and simple. You know, I mean, even though, like I said, everybody got a choice. Everybody got a choice to do what the fuck they want to do. Like I said, you could take a horse to water, but you ain't gonna make him stay. Like, we all know you ain't gonna make that horse stay. Even though horse know you ain't gonna make that horse stay. Like, come on now. Like, yeah, you could tell a person, you know what, cheating's wrong, you shouldn't do it. Yet, another person fucking, like, come on now. You know, and some people with common sense, like I said, you can't teach anybody common sense. That's one thing. Like, yeah, a person, it's wrong for somebody to cheat, but, you know, if you've been doing this, like, your whole entire life, then do your thing, bro. Do your thing. But, nah, really though, like, now we got to a point in time where it's just like, relationships can't even be sacred anymore. Just because the fact was like a lot of shit, you know. If anything, like, not to brag, like I said, I'm not perfect. I myself been like a lot of relationships, like in and out one night, which is argued. It's like, it's debatable on the reasons of why it ended, how it ended, you know. But at the same time, I'm not here for that now. You know, I'm just here to tell y'all how it is. You know, like, yeah, I could talk about who did such and such, how they hurt me or whatnot, but no, I'm not wasting my time to expose. I'm trying to get a point across, you know. So anybody who watches this video and kind of feels offended, I'm just letting y'all know, this ain't about y'all. I mean, yeah, it could be kind of, but it's not directed. But I'm just stating the true facts, how it is out there, you know. So if y'all get mad, then I apologize, but I'm just keeping it real. And that's one thing I'll do, like, in order to show my love, is I just keep it real. You know, if y'all get mad at me for telling the truth, then, you know, I apologize, but at the same time, like, it's the truth. And people need to wake up, because it's like, now we got to a point where we let the littlest things hurt us, like relationships hurt us, we letting thinking about relationships hurt us, like the future or whatnot. Like, oh, what if I'm gonna be with this man? Like, come on, man. Like, you probably in high school as well, maybe even in middle school. And I'll be surprised if it's a fucking elementary school, even though it's possible. Yeah, it's possible, because, you know, elementary, y'all could think, like, imaginary shit. Like, y'all could think one day y'all gonna grow up into a dragon, to one day you could be president of the United States. You know, so anything goes. Anything goes. At the same time, though, that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to educate everybody, you know, people that don't know. You know, I'm not saying everybody's dumb. Never saying that ever. But at the same time, you know, some people just, they don't know better than others. Like, yeah, I could say, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm victim. I was like, basically once living in that light skin kind of age before, where I would just like kind of get hurt if some shit didn't work out. But now it's like, I've grown up to a point where I'm basically saying to myself, fuck it. Whatever happens, happens. If it's not meant, it's not meant. Am I getting myself pissed off? No. Am I gonna pull through and do better? Fuck yeah. Cause that's only how I'm gonna evolve as a man. You know, and that's only time how anybody is ever gonna evolve, really. If they focus less on the past, look more towards the future. You know? Like, they don't let bad habits come back from the past. They kind of just look back at it as like a laughing shit. And you know what? I respect people for that. Because not a lot of people could do that. A lot of people still stuck on the whole reason why she did this to me. All the other type of bull crap. And to me, it's kind of dumb because, like, just let the trash be, basically. Like, well, let the chips fall where they may, yeah, but at the same time, you better keep the fucking past away from me. That's what I know. Like, I mean, if anything, keep it from a distance. Like, I'm at that point where it's just like, I kind of don't want nothing to do with my past. At the same time, I forgive them, you know, because I'm not that type to hold a grudge. Really, I'm not that type to, like, do some dumb shit to get back at them. Like, no, you do you, I'm gonna do me. Plain and simple. Like, whatever you do, if you hurt yourself, alright, I'm sorry that happened, but don't look at me for comfort and whatnot, because you about to get the truth out my eyes. For real. Like, I'm being serious. Like, a lot of exes like to pull that card where they come back, feel sorry, and then talk about, oh, I'm sorry it didn't work out, I'm sorry it didn't work out. Listen, you done what you done, I done what I done, or he done what he done, she done what she done, whatever. Basically, what's done is done, is all I'm trying to say. And now that you know where y'all both stand, you either gotta respect the decision or fix it. If one person trying to fix another person ain't really want to, whatnot, that's when you need to move on. Exit their life and whatnot. Control Alt Delete yourself away from them, or Control Alt Delete them away from you, and move the fuck on. Cause the more you stay around, figure out what your exes do, that's the more you gonna fucking lose yourself. Cause you focus on the negativity of them more, and focus on and try your best to mess them up, you're only hurting yourself, if anything. Cause word of mouth goes around fast as hell. That's all I'm gonna say. And the more you try, and this goes for men, because sometimes, mostly women like to more so gossip, or basically like go to their homegirls, tell them what's up and whatnot, and next thing you know, they go tell their friends go tell other people. Next thing you know, your so-called private business is now spreading like the fucking oil leak in Hudson River, basically. You know, and I can't have that, because it's like, life is too hard. Life is too short for that dumb foo-foo shit. So, as I'm talking to my young audience and whatnot, my mature audience, you know, people that's like past high school days and whatnot, let me get to them. Now, when it comes to marriage, like I said, it's not easy. It's not easy at all, period. Like, trust, my parents been married for shit 20 years now. Bro, my dad is my first and my only dad one I have on this planet next to God. You know, my mom hasn't been with any other man since. You know, their marriage has been legit. When at the same time, I witnessed like both the shit that they went through, not just between each other, but also with the family. You know, like I said, you know, marriage, it's like both become as one, as what the Bible says. You know, and come with that is struggles. So, as marriage may seem happy and whatnot, like I said, happiness comes with struggles. Not everybody is not gonna. There's not gonna always be smiley moments. Even like with friendships, with anything, it's always gonna come a bad before a good. Depending on how you handle it, that shows how much dedication you are to keep it. Like, alright, y'all could be angry at each other like for a day, or y'all could say a couple of shit to each other for like that time. At the same time, if you really care about somebody, you do your best to get them back after that, knowing that you can't lose them. But at the same time, I'm talking about like young people as well. Like, don't focus too much on like keeping them, especially when you know there's other fish out there in the sea. You don't want to like lose all options. Basically, like, you want to keep your options tight. You want to know what you're doing with them. Be upfront with them, basically. And you want to, like I said, you don't want to lead people on. You don't want to let them know one thing or show them one thing, give off a different vibe than what they want, and just for it to be ruined to turn to something different. But you gotta let people know your ambitions right then and there. And that's one thing that's kind of failing us today, is that like we like to freaking delay ourselves. Where like we like to let people know what we're about the last minute, you know, procrastinating basically. And to be honest, shit like that is just, at the same time, like, I could see reasons why. Some people would get scared of like how they react before, like if they don't accept that type of conditions or anything like that or not. Some people just kind of have fun doing it. To be honest, it's not fun at all if you kind of holding a secret or holding the feeling that you should be telling. Cause say that could be your deciding factor right there. Yes, if you like a person for a long time, in my situation, well, my past situation before, too shy to talk to them, you know, don't let that stop you from finding others. You know, if they're not with the vibe, don't get mad. Simple as that. Like, it's just a relationship. It's a young relationship. Nothing. Honestly, the only gain you're ever gonna get from like a school type of relationship is basically just happiness. You know, sometimes people just like be in a relationship just to show it off as a title. Really, like, yeah, I'm with her, whatnot, this and that. Some people just do it to get back at their ex, which is most dumb, immature type of excuse ever. And some people just do it for the fuck of it. With that being said, you know, people who are in relationships now, you know, I praise them. You know, if they really mean something to you, women, men, females, you know, old generation, new generation, whatever y'all want to call it, whatnot, I applaud them. You know, do your thing, whatnot. Just do the best you can to keep one another, make each other happy on a daily basis. You know, I'm not saying every day is gonna be walking on sunshine. You know, at the same time, y'all gotta learn how to get through them rough days. You know, and people who are seeking for relationships, listen, ain't cut out to be everything now. Not saying it's the worst thing. It just takes time to grow. Trust. Ain't nothing wrong with being with somebody that you care about. That's why I can't stand when people say I can't date my best friend. That's the only person that cares about you the most, knows you the best, that you could trust the best, and you're scared to lose a bond. If anything, your bond will go stronger. And I know this from experience. Like, I've been in those situations where, like, I had to get turned down because of the best friend or basically been friend zone. And yes, I've been friend zone before. Trust. Like, am I proud of it? To be honest, so, yeah. because it shows me what they're about, what's their decision, where do I stand now, what should I do, and you know what? That's all there is to it. So, like I said, for young people looking for a relationship, and I'm gonna close this out like this. Young people or anybody looking for relationships, listen, focus on yourself first. Get your priorities straight and in the right lane first before you start becoming one with another species, or one with another, basically. I don't know what the hell I got species from, but. And if anything, people who are in relationships, don't stress over it too much unless you're married. Unless you're married, don't stress over nobody. Like, if you got a girlfriend and whatnot, like a steady girlfriend where you just like you're dating one person, alright, cool. Do the best you can to keep them happy. At the same time, if it doesn't work out, I know it's gonna hurt, but don't get yourself worked up or don't get yourself about to quit on life. I'm a victim of that before, but now I've evolved to a point where it's just I know more shit now. I'm not saying I got all the answers, because if I didn't, I would be doing these rants, you know? At the same time, like I said, this time I'm keeping it real on this channel. I'm keeping it real with anything I do and say. I don't care. Anybody could get mad at me all they want. I don't care. That's the point of this channel I'm doing right now. I'm keeping it real. I'm explaining daily life topics and what is happening nowadays. Like, come on now. You can't get mad at me for telling the truth. If anything, you can't handle the truth, then exit yourself off my channel, basically. You know, like, I'm welcoming anybody that wants to be entertained. At the same time, I'm keep it real. Like, that's what this channel's about. It's an all around channel. I'm entertaining people. I'm keeping it real, and making people laugh, putting a smile on people's face and knowledge in their head. And that's it. Like, honestly, I'm trying to do the right thing in life, basically. Like, I'm trying to do more than just live my life. I'm trying to live my life to the fullest. Like, do everything I can do, and also change people. You know. Cause we can't change the world without we can't change the world if we don't change ourselves first. Like, well, that's a famous quote everybody should know. You know, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to change for the better. So, YouTube, that's pretty much it. That's my rant. Leave a like, leave a like in the comment and whatnot below. Don't forget to share my channel, share my videos. You know, let me know what y'all think of my videos. You know, I'm open to all fucking comments, really, whether they be positive or negative or supporting comments. You know, I respect everybody who's been following me. I respect everybody, even people who've been posting or commenting like a lot of dumb shit when taking the time out their day to see how I'm doing. I appreciate that. Thank y'all. Like I said, I love y'all, YouTube. I love y'all. And as I said, we just gotta grow as a community, and that's what I'm trying to do. So this your boy XxSwazay21xX's, and I'm signing off this bitch. And I will be back tomorrow with another live stream rant. And by the way, Friday I won't be live streaming. Friday will be the only day this week I won't be live streaming. Other than that, stay tuned for other days coming. And I'm your boy XxSwazay21xX's, and we out of here. One love.